What's up, everybody? This is Strong Style Comic Reader, or SS Comic Reader for short, and I am posting this video as an entry for the Blaster Stash It Santa Who contest today. Basically, well, first of all, shout out to the Blaster Stash It crew out there for giving out great content every Friday for their weekly reviews on New Comic Book Day, which is Comic Book Wednesday. So shout out to them. Each panel member of the group is awesome. Spider-Gramps, Huey's Comics, Trinity's Comics, Midwest Comicman, and the Great Legend. They're all cool dudes in the comic book community. They do so much in the comic book community right now. So I'd like to give a shout out to them individually, and give a shout out to the channel as well. But other than that, for this contest, they have some rules, which I'm going to explain to you right now. One of the rules is you must be 18 years of age or older, which I am. The second rule is you must be subbed to the Blaster Stash It channel, which I am as well. The third rule is you must be subbed to the Blaster Stash It panel members, each of them, which is, like I said, Huey's Comics, Spider-Gramps, Trinity's Comics, Midwest Comicman, and Great Legend, the Great Legend. So I'm sub to all of them. I like the content that they put out, when they can, for each panel member. Huey does his own thing, and besides the Blaster Stash as well as Spider-Gramps, Trinity, Midwest Comicman, and Great Legend, they all do their own thing. In particular, Great Legend does his take on the WWE pay-per-views on whenever they come out. I'm a big wrestling fan as well, so shout outs to especially Great Legend for doing that. I always listen to his take on the pay-per-views of WWE events. So like I said, shout out to him. And the fourth rule for the Blaster Stash It Santa Who contest is you must answer 5 questions of the Santa Who contest, which I'm going to ask and answer. So the Santa Who contest questions are: number 1, what is your favorite part of the Blaster Stash It show? My favorite part of the Blaster Stash, well, there's 2 parts I like. Overall I like the show, but there's in particular 2 of my favorite parts would have to be the comic reviews. Like I mentioned earlier, the comic reviews I like. They give their take on what they thought of the New Comic Book Day. That the new comic book of the new comics that came out on New Comic Book Day. They give their reviews on what they thought of it, what they thought of the art, what they thought of the story. Basic reviews, which I like. And they all, some of them at some time they all agree on they all have the same opinion about the comic, and sometimes they have different opinions. They're very opinionated, which I like. Each individual has their own opinion about about a certain comic that came out, or a certain story about the comic. Most of them sometimes all agree. Whether it's a blast or stashed a certain comic that came out. But overall I like it. That's one of my favorite parts, because I like how I like their reaction on what they say about that comic. Sometimes they make puns or jokes, and it makes me laugh. So other than that, I do like that part of the Blaster Stash It show. The other part I like is the part of Spider-Gramps' shut your Funko mouth. He informs everybody, and the panel member as well as everybody watching on the show, about certain Funko Pops that are coming out. That are like I said, that are coming out, or that are going to be collectibles. Speculations basically about certain Funko Pops, and which ones to look out for basically. And me, I'm starting to collect Funko Pops little by little. To tell you the truth, I only have 2 Funko Pops right now. I have a Harley Quinn Funko Pop, and I got a Deadpool Funko Pop. I got them like last year, so really I'm kind of slowly collecting Funko Pops. Like I said, I only have 2 right now, but I'm planning on getting more. Basically, I've been looking for some on eBay to get like a cheaper price on them, because sometimes on eBay they start off like at a dollar and all that, but I try to get it for as cheap as I can. When I bid on one, and then I think I'm about to get it cheap, that's when the last few hours or the last hour or the last few minutes come by, and next thing you know, I'm getting outbid. So really, it doesn't turn out as I expected when I bid on the Funko Pops for a cheap price. My limit, when I bid for a Funko Pop, is like maybe $10 max. If it goes beyond 10, then I don't get the Funko. I don't try to bid on it again because $10 is my limit for a Funko Pop. But other than that, yeah. If it's a collectible Funko Pop too that starts off cheap, yeah, I'll bid on the cheapest price. But of course, I'm gonna get outbid. But you never know. You never know when you might get lucky and nobody bids on it. So I try to bid cheap, but like I said, $10 is my limit on bidding on a Funko Pop on eBay. But yeah, that would be another part of the show that I like, which is Spider-Gramps' Shut Your Funko Mouth. Those are two of my favorite parts of the show. Overall, the show's good, like I said, but the two parts I like is the comic review and the Shut Your Funko Mouth by Spider-Gramps. The second question on the Santa Who contest is, what can the Blaster Stash show do different, or what would you like to see on the show? To tell you the truth, I wouldn't like to see nothing different on the show. I think they're doing a great job so far on the show. Like I said, I wouldn't like to see nothing different. If they want to put something different on there, that's fine. They try something new. Who knows? If it works out, that's great. That's good. If it doesn't, then hey, they could always change it up later. Whatever. But me, I wouldn't like. I'm not saying I wouldn't like to see something different. I just don't. I wouldn't like to give my input really on what I would like to see different. Like I said, the show's doing great so far. Every now and then you get, well, not every now and then, every time, on the Blaster Dash show you get new subscribers, new subs. They get new subs, so you get new members on the that are chatting, that put their comments on the live chat when they're doing their live show. So yeah, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind seeing something different on the show, regardless or not, But like I said, the show's doing great so far. So if they want to do something different, if the panel members want to do something different, hey, I'm all for it. I'm all positive about it. So it really doesn't matter to me. The show's, like I said, again, the show's doing great. So other than that, yeah, basically, yeah, I wouldn't care if they did something different or not. So there you go. The third question is, what is your favorite Christmas comic, Funko, or collectible? I really don't have any Christmas related comics, Funko or collectibles right now. I looked, yesterday I looked and tried to look through my comics, like I said, I don't have two Funkos. They're not Christmas related, or any collectibles that are Christmas related. So really, I don't have nothing at all that's Christmas related as far as collectibles, Funkos, or comics. So that's that. Number 4 for the Santa Who contest question is, what is your best Christmas gift you ever received? My best Christmas gift I ever received was a T-shirt that my brother gave me for Christmas. I think probably I would have to say 10 years ago. No, not 10 years ago. More than that. It was back when I was a teenager. I know that for a fact because back when I was a teenager, I was overweight. I was an overweight kid. And like I said, that's the reason why I know that, because the gift that I got was a T-shirt that my brother bought me for Christmas. It's a favorite T-shirt of mine that I still wear every now and then to this day. I still have it with me here. I'll show you. Y'all know what this is. It's from it's from a it's from an SNL skit back in the day. Will Ferrell, Christopher Walken. If y'all know what this meaning is, y'all having a good laugh. Yeah, it's Will Ferrell, more cowbell. My brother knew that I liked that skit because I used to watch a lot of SNL back in the day, and I liked Will Ferrell when he was part of the SNL crew, and that was one of my favorite skits with him and Christopher Walken. Of course, Christopher Walken, you know, well, basically the whole skit was about uh, doing, you know, doing a tribute to the Blue Oyster Cult band, which Christopher Walken couldn't get enough of that cowbell ring to the song "Don't Fear the Reaper." And the whole skit's funny. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. I think they have it on YouTube, baby. But yeah, it's a funny skit involving Christopher Walken and Will Ferrell. But yeah, that's the shirt that my brother got me for Christmas. It's a two XL. So yeah, I was a real overweight kid. You know, back when I was a teenager. Ever since then, of course, I've slimmed down. I've been, one of my priorities has been working out a lot, doing a lot of cardio. I'm soon going to be going back to weightlifting to try to keep my body in shape. But yeah, other than that, yeah, that's one of the best Christmas gifts I ever received was from my brother. Was that T-shirt? He knows I love that skit from SNL, so that would be it. And the final question for the Santa Who contest is, what do you want for Christmas this year? Really, there's things that I want for Christmas this year, but things I don't really need. If anything, if I wanted something, uh, it would have to be great deals on comic books. Pretty simple. Great deals on comic books, maybe Funko Pops. Other than that, yeah, there's nothing that I really need for Christmas, but what I would want, if I wanted something, if anything, you know, great deals on comic books, because to tell you the truth right now, Marvel, man, they're just, I like Marvel, but DC's killing it right now with the comic books, with their stories in a way better than Marvel. Marvel's charging like what, $3.99, $4.99 for, comic books for issue comic books. It's the stories are okay with Marvel, but DC, like I said, right now they're just killing it with the stories in the comic book wise, and their prices, $2.99. I guess they've always kept it like that, $2.99. Not bad deal, except for like in certain individual ones, like the All Star Batman and some other ones, some some other titles that are more than $2.99. But other than that, all of them are just $2.99, which are and most of them are good stories. But yeah, but basically, yeah, great deals on comic books. I think that's what everybody would want for Christmas, who's a big comic book fan. So yeah, that's what I would want. But other than that, that's pretty much it. So yeah. But other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. They wanted also the Blessed Thatcher crew wanted you to wear an ugly Christmas sweater. Unfortunately, I don't have an ugly Christmas sweater. I've tried to look in my closet, try to see if maybe I could. Well, none of my friends have an ugly Christmas sweater. I know that's the trend right now with ugly Christmas sweaters, but I don't have an ugly Christmas sweater, so unfortunately, I won't be getting that bonus entry. But it's all right, as long as I made an entry video, not bad. But that's pretty much it for my entry for the Blasted or Stash It Santa Who Christmas contest. Hopefully, this will be good enough for an entry as well. So, like Spider-Grandpa would say, be kind to one another and take care of you guys.